here on College Football 26, and as you can see by the poll results, we are going to Mississippi State Bulldogs in the SEC. First time in the SEC rebuilding, and it is going to be a good one. And our coach is going to be the legendary man who couldn't finish his career at West Virginia. We are taking Mr. Diego DeLuca to Starkville, Mississippi State's newest head coach, taking over from the 2-10 season, the 5-7 season, and trying to get back to bowl eligibility and potentially a college football playoff berth. And it starts right now, and we are taking our 100 coaching points because we are going to the worst team in the SEC, and we are going to need them. As you can see, we are in the big SEC. Let's go ahead and look at the team. Let's see what we're working with year one. Let's see what we got to bring in to try to help this roster. Best player on the team, Fluff Bothwell, running back out of Oneonta, Alabama. Love to see it. Only a sophomore, so it'll be great if we can keep him for a couple of years. Starting quarterback, Blake Shapen, senior pocket passer. 1 year with him won't be too bad. Backing him up, we have Luke Kornick, dual threat. Love to see it. Freshman Kamario Taylor can also be a very, very fun option if this year doesn't go our way early. Vic Sutton also in the quarterback room. Pretty good quarterback room, if you ask my opinion. Running back wise, we already went from Fluff. We got Devon Booth. We have Johnny Daniels, both seniors, so we will probably lose both of those guys this year. That'll be okay. Solid depth, sophomore Seth Davis looks like somebody that can make a play for us in the future if need be. And fullback, we're not going to really use a fullback, so it really doesn't matter. Our receiver room is looking like Mr. Jordan Mosley out of Mobile, Alabama. He's a senior, along with Brendan Thompson, also a senior. So there's going to be a lot of turnover on this roster early on the offensive side of the ball. It's looking like a lot. Well, every single one of our receivers is either a junior or a senior, so we're going to have to bring in a lot of receivers, including the transfer portal. I'm assuming pay maybe around like 2 to 3 guys from high school and maybe like 2 or 3 guys from the portal. So this room should be fun to work with for the next couple of years. Tight end, Max Reese Jr. Love to see it. This team is really old. That's what I'm seeing so far, especially at the top, which that's how it's supposed to be, but would love to see a little bit more youth right here. Pure blocker, 6'9", Emeka Alo from Peachtree City, Georgia. All right, we're going to have to get him on the field a lot. Just in blocking situations. Left tackle, 72 overall, Mr. Jaquan Bolden. Okay, we can work with that. Well, not really. We need to buff our O-line. Probably why y'all won 2 games last year. 77 overall, Jacoby Jackson, left guard. Kobe Keenum, center from Florence, Alabama. Okay, he's pretty young, but also not that good. Impact development trait. So we're going to have to revamp this offensive line very, very well. We're also going, all right, Blake Steen Jr., right tackle. Right tackle might not be the most dire need for us if he stays. Offense, we're going to have to get receivers and running backs in early. Maybe a quarterback to sit the bench because I actually do like that freshman we had. Left edge, Red Hebler, senior. Followed with another senior. So edge rusher is going to have to be a priority for us too. Sophomore Darren Reed is the right edge. And okay, this defense is looking like it's going. This whole team is looking like we're going to have to do a complete and massive overhaul of talent, especially to compete in the SEC. So might take a while. Sam linebacker is a senior. Braden Jennings. There's a lot of seniors on this team. Nick Mitchell. Okay. All right. Jalen Smith, one of our better players on the team, is only a sophomore redshirt, so that's fun for us. Hopefully we can keep him around. Cornerback, Dwight Lewis is a senior. We have Kelly Jones, who's a sophomore, 6'4" sophomore, so that's a good sign for us. So yes, this class we bring in is going to have to be a lot of players, and a lot of players that can pretty much plug and play, in my opinion. We have 2 kickers, and we need a senior punter, or we have a senior punter. Well, that's the roster that we're coming into the SEC with. Let's see who we can get on the board and hopefully bring into the family. I'll bring you guys right back. Alrighty, let's go ahead and advance the week. Let's see what we got in the recruiting board wise. See if we got any better on some of the guys that we're recruiting. We got locked out of a lot of people, which is not surprising because we also didn't put up points on a lot of people. So let's go ahead and charge forward. We play Southern Miss, first game of the year at Southern Miss, and we are first on Braylon Slay now, which is great to see for us. And we are gaining on a lot of these guys that we was nowhere near beforehand, so that is a fantastic sign. Sean Byard, we are the only team to offer him a scholarship, the 5-star out of Noblesville, Indiana. So hopefully that doesn't change, so we can get him pretty easily and get him squared away for us nice and early in the recruiting cycle. Dominic Hooks were first on the board also. Okay, we can work with this. We can work with this. We're going on of a lot. We're on a lot of people's board right now. We're the only team to offer Dimitri Koliver, and we're outside his projected cutoff, which is insane. But that's to change this next cycle as we continue to put the points on them. And that's what it's looking like at the moment. It's going to take all these guys off. I'm not going to lie to you, the 625 points kind of threw me off, and we were not able to offer all the guys on our board and or scout all the guys on our board. So we're going to have to make this a work in progress through the season, and this is not really any type of order right now, but Mr. Braylon Slay had us in his top 8 already, and he is a 251 player in the country, and I think he's pretty good, especially coming out of high school. But yes, this is what the board is looking like right now, so I can't imagine how many recruiting points we're going to end up with during the season. It can't be that good. But with that being said, let's jump into this custom schedule. Let's see who we got. We're not playing the FCS team, so let's go ahead and see who we can get. We're in the SEC, so let's try to schedule a cupcake team like they be doing. Let's see if North Texas want to come up. Perfect. All right, well, we'll live with that. Then we got an absolute gauntlet of a schedule. We're going to see how this goes. Oh, do we play Ole Miss? Well, yeah, we should play Ole Miss, shouldn't we? That should be like a protected rivalry. Oh, I think. Yeah, okay, we do. All right. And well, with that being done, let's go ahead and advance the week. Let's see where we stand in these recruiting races. And let's see what we got. All right, let's see that. David Ulbrich. And we have a lot of people already trying to talk about transferring out. So let's hopefully try to win this year so we can avoid that, the max exodus. Recruiting, we get 500 hours a week. So let me go ahead and reconfigure this board, and I'll be right back in the right. This is the board as is right now, and this might be a very long shot. We only have 8 guys that we are actively recruiting right now. Well, 9 guys if you can include David Ulbrich. But as you can see, it's Braylon Slay, Damian Sundberg, Terrence Falla, Sean Byard, Dominic Hooks, Miles Haddad, Dimitri Koliver, and Deontay Bradford, and David Ulbrich is our 9 guys that we are heavily pursuing right now in the SEC out of 30. So hopefully our offer sheet on some of the guys can help us tread water while we try to recruit some of the bigger guys. But with that being done, let's go ahead and jump into practice. Okay.
Ugh.